so that way they can
Oh,
no way!
Whippo always delivers something a little bit different. Generally
Here, it's Team Liquid who want to survive those early lanes and then get into the team fight phase where they have all these late game options with the kind of Zeri as well as the Sylas.
and a very early first.
Oh, ulti, just go for it here. Oh, barely gets the knock up there. Now Bjergsen in a bit of trouble. Gonna get stunned into the wall. Put in the polymorph, and FBI is just gonna block with his face. That is first blood for 100.
See if that comes to bite them later.
On the TL side, have to think they're happy to stop the potential snowball. The 100 Thieves could have started with the Dragons, honestly.
Yeah.
With how this early game has gone for 100 Thieves.
This is playing through bot. They've almost defaulted to so many scaling picks throughout summer. Team Liquid is testing if he can still play Kalista. So far, he's proven his way.
Tower diving coming, KazaLoLLCShighlights, the one in trouble. Violti's out there, Charm lands from Ava, and that's an easy pick over there for 100 Thieves. Is there an extension? Whippo, now the next target. FBI is here. Open up the top lane. See you later, Whippo. That's 3 kills for 100. Well, Someday maybe checking for the flank, if not just wanting to go for it himself, is going to be watered out now, but the teams are a little hesitant to pull the trigger on starting the Dragon. Team Liquid, though, trying to make them commit.
I mean, Team Liquid doesn't have hard engage, so if they start the Dragon, they have no trigger pull for when 100 Thieves moves in. So 100 Thieves is just contacting them in the river, and if TL goes in, then Sunday's going to be on a flank.
A lot of spears in that Dragon too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the leash. FBI looking to get it. No, it's
They steal it.
Santorin. Somehow
Time to
gets
go.
it. Big Renata ulti as well. Santorin low, but 100 Thieves haven't found a chase just yet. It's Huhi zipping out of the Kalista ulti, but not enough to lock down the Sylas.
It's a heist! Team Liquid steal the Dragon right from under 100 Thieves. That is massive for them scaling in this game. They do not even suffer a casualty, but 100 Thieves still want to apply this pressure.
Gonna be able to get the mid turret on the tail end of that Dragon play, but at the end of the day, for Team Liquid, 100 Thieves still has tempo.
And it's still going to grow. This is the second Rift Herald. They've gotten the bonus gold from both of the first 2 Heralds that they've taken. They've gotten all the standing gold from the 3 outer turrets. And if they can continue this pressure and get to the inner turrets, those are the really juicy ones. And that's where they'll blow this game completely open.
This time, Team Liquid do bring enough people for the defense, but is it enough to stop the Herald charging? It is not. Is it enough to stop the next, though? Santorin popping the watch a bit early, got caught by a stray charm out of Ari. Here's Whippo on the flank, bottom side of your screen. 100 Thieves will happily look for the Urgot as well. There is no tower, but the damage is done. Gold not popped out of it yet, but 100 Thieves are going to go again.
Yeah, and there's no pressure anywhere else on the map, so 100 Thieves can actually just set up a tent right outside this turret and just take the turret.
There we go, closer in there. Ulti's one. It's Bjergsen now going to steal the ulti as the rest of them go through. Zeri ulti pops as 100 Thieves. Maybe think better of it. Whippo flipping FBI back in, but now Whippo caught in the front side. Charmed up and taken down by the Kalista as Team Liquid have to turn tail to the base.
Yeah, Santorin caught out though.
Bjergsen again.
Someday.
Santorin here. Someday maybe the one caught out on the other side. The stolen by ulti looking good, but it's not enough. Straight charm again hits go. FBI's on a rampage of Renata ult. There he is. Whippo on the bottom side of the screen. Abadaga just melee range charm. Keep it nice and simple. The whole squad's here. Closer's not even going to need to burn the ulti. It's Abba that picks up another.
I am very curious what Team Liquid's conversation will be if they end up losing this game, which is looking highly likely now with an 8,000 gold deficit, because they didn't have any prio in the early game. They're arguably better in team fights, but how did they get there? Because they have no hard engage and no prio. So how do they actually put themselves in a winning position? And 100 Thieves has done a masterful job of both trying to pick up right now. And there's a possible steal for Santorin if he gets the right eject with his ultimate. He gets the objective bounty, might still have time to TP. 100 Thieves clearly wants to bait for a fight, but
run at them, and then you're a little bit tankier when you're actually in the scrap. So I really like this adaptation by Closer for this game.
That's what you're talking about again. They got the spears in, and now Someday's actually going to be the target. Whippo trying to find a hard engage angle, but FBI is going to turn off the brand with the rest of the team. Closer a little bit low. Now Whippo's the target, not that tanky. In we go. The bailout will not be enough as Huhi going to get credit for the kill. 100 Thieves going to keep on rolling. FBI 1v4 just in the face of the enemies, but they'll take the 1 kill. That's all they'll need.
they take the 1 kill. I'm curious if they go right back on the Baron because they want to be able to blow this game open. If it was just a 1 kill to get them off Baron, that would be a win for Team Liquid, but they now have to go again.
Setup is here. Santorin again has the angle. No blast plant. Control it in the back. Someday dealing with it. KazaLoLLCShighlights getting some damage down, but again, the spears in the back of the Baron make this steal so impossible, and it is Closer. That secures it. Santorin trapped in the pit. Will not be bailed out as 100 Thieves.
But you know, just too difficult to actually do there. Nice fight by 100 Thieves. Huge gold lead now. Team Liquid just confined to their base, doing their best to defend these inhibitor turrets, but without an easy engage option like you're saying, it's hard to just try and pin up the, you know, Aatrox in the top lane or hop directly on top of the Kalista just standing in the mid lane, so they're going to finally try and go on Abadage, but
Oh,
good
they might have
stun.
got him.
Bjergsen found one, but needs more, and there's just too many dashes.
That was the best they can do.
Half health him. There we go.
Yeah.
And again, FTX field advantage overwhelmingly in the favor of 100 Thieves. They're going to take one in here. They've got one open in the bottom side. They're looking to open up the top half as well. TP back in from Arbor just to make sure he can spend the last bit of that gold he's picked up. And Team Liquid going to be forced back towards the fountain in short order.
We're going to get...
Poppycopter kicks out too, but tower still falls down. Santorin can't play goalie for long enough.
Yeah, Closer with a flank after breaking the mid lane turret can kind of wrap around and make it difficult to step up and do wave clear duties. Abadage lands a nice chunk. They're able to grab their second inhibitor turret, and 100 Thieves closing this one out clinically, moving their way down to the bot side to take out the third inhibitor.
And man, 100 Thieves has actually played this game so well, holding the prio in all three waves, getting the early dragons, using the Rift Heralds properly, and now systematically taking down 3 inhibitors and less.
FBI very, very angry, goes berserk on his teammates. Closer in trouble, but not dead just yet, and FBI should be able to take over the game. Santorin and the rest of the squad are getting shredded. FBI open up for the triple kill, as it may be a Penta on top of it all. Abadage flashing in, gonna take away kill number 4, but more importantly, 100 Thieves back to business. A vintage bot lane performance from them. Woo! They will take game number 1.
100 Thieves shut out Team Liquid in game 1. Not a single kill given over.
Okay, Silas instead.
Wow, taking the other side of the matchup. Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's always the way that you're trying to stunt on someone, like, oh yeah, Beer got all pro over me.
And not having the perma push like we saw last game and just kind of taking over the matchup early game. I mean, Abe is just playing better.
Certainly feels
He
like
is such a play point, or a power point for them to make plays like this right now as 3-man dive potentially.
They in trouble. 1v3. Oh, Chain's gonna miss. You do have flash, but I don't think you've got much hope here. Someday uses the flash and Stragger, but that's not up for 2 minutes. What is up, however, is Someday's number in the bottom half of the Rift. Closer is here for a counter gank. 1v3. Someday no flash and dead to Santorin.
Wow, this is...
We'll see it again, I'm sure.
Get revenge out of here. He ruined it.
Yep, I heard Hextech is just the dragon of the LCS now.
Well, now it's Cloudsoul, the old dragon of the LCS. As mid lane Rift Herald's been dropped. Santorin is running a little low on time, but it's going to be more than enough space to get the plates. Yep, there we go. It does charge down.
So generally teams do this when there's no turret to break on the map. They like to just rift the mid turret, get it low, get plates on whoever's mid, whether it be the AD carry at this point of the game, and... Oh, wow.
All right, Santorin is going in for it. Ulti's out there, and Seraphine! Massive ulti, but Bjergsen took out FBI already, but still the counter kill is good. It's Silas that gets one. It's Closer with the second, and KazaLoLLCShighlights is loose, but now Whippo's here alongside, but Abadage is fighting a 1v3. Maybe didn't know it has to flash out to safety. Bit of carnage there.
Will go. I think it should definitely be in TL's favor, but we'll see.
See 5 ults. In fact, I think 10.
my
Oh,
God.
goodness. Yumi ulti going to be used. Whippo running on in. There's the root down onto who? He's Seraphine slain. But Hard Soma dead in the backline from Closer's flank. And 100 Thieves. How do they do it time and time again?
Man, that's crazy. That was so much of Closer's foresight in the fight. To see to go on this area, one shot hurt. Like, man, it's just crazy what Closer's doing.
I think for me, like, I always like... we have a bit. Bjergsen's, he's having fun. Oh my goodness, the slap.
Wow.
Stuff out of Closer almost taking out Bjergsen. He's going to have to run away. Whippo!
Think he
no
does.
Ghost Ragnarok popped in the middle of the enemy team.
Actually a disaster for TL. This is a complete disaster.
Yeah, wheels coming off now. Whippo trying to do what you were talking about, like moving to his team, but Bjergsen had already been chunked out and they lost mid-prio when he was trying to show up and reinforce. So he gets caught out in rotation, blown up. Turret drops as well with that Rift Herald charge. Gold lead still slightly in their favor, but if they get the second turret,
they are.
Oh boy.
And I don't think Whippo's ulti is going to be up for this third Drake fight as well. And that's going to be pretty much giving the Drake to 100 Thieves. I don't think they should fight with Olaf having no ulti. He's going to be really useless.
Still
They
scared.
only use Aatrox ult, by the way. They have every other ult.
Yeah, everything's up for 100 Thieves. Team Liquid don't really have a great way to contest this, but it's also giving up their dragon. It's not the end of the
Gonna
world.
use it now, nice and early, gets in there. Whipper, bottom side, ulti not quite back up, you have 100 Thieves.
Wow.
They picked the fight instead. Ulti from Closer, they're followed up by the Seraphine one. Here comes Arbor, off on the flank in a force hunt to flash Santorin low, but not dead yet. Will get the kill action onto Hui and Team Liquid. They found a way out of this play.
Closer's 1 HP.
Here we
I
go,
think this dragon is-
Santorin, trying to make it happen onto FBI. No matter, no health. Whippo cuts him down, and Team Liquid fighting against 100 Thieves outside the pit. They will not go silently through this series. Abadaga gonna go down as well. Team Liquid just chasing this final kill as Abba, he's awfully tricky.
Fancy feet, making it a little scary to get him. Eventually, they'll finish him off, I think.
Or
I think they'll get him. I think they're just waiting for the Yumi's cooldowns right now, and then it's guaranteed.
Aba maybe just executes now. I think it's been long enough. Oh, he's just gonna recall. They're gonna let him go.
Wow.
That's...
I mean, Team Liquid are going to let him go at the end of what is a very good fight for them. You heard Revenge talking about how important it was for Team Liquid to step up and contest this, and we're actually able to win the fight, get the dragon, stop the stacking, bring the gold lead close again. And just when it felt like Team Liquid was slipping out of this series, they claw back in.
I mean, they practically won that fight without Olaf, their strongest member. So I mean, there's definitely some signs of life for 100 Thieves. I mean, I also really don't like... Actually, never mind. I think the TP was fine by Silas, but...
The engage just kind of whiffed everyone. Closer went in, wanted to get the chain CC with the Seraphine ultimate, but it just took too long, as you could probably have. So they're not out of the game yet. I don't think Team Liquid is suddenly completely in the driver's seat, but...
and just shuts down the fight right away. Oh.
Quad's going in. Hey, speak of the devil.
Wow.
And Yumi will explode. Closer on the killing. That quickly. Aba, they're going to turn for the fight. TP in from Whippo. Now they know Zeri W is going to get the reveal, but Aba, does he have the angle? What a deep TP. In we go, but Aba gets shut down by Santorin, and Whippo is running on in. The cleanse over from Hard. 100 Thieves looking there, but Someday going in, and Santorin is going to go down. Someday going absolutely off on Aatrox, and 100 Thieves win the fight.
Man, this is just Aatrox with these enchanters around these fights. It is so hard to kill him. Look at that, man.
So much healing coming through for 100 Thieves, and no Yumi to prop up this Zeri critically. The fact that Hansama had the proc on the shield bow looked like he was about to do the Zeri things, but no Yumi to speed him up and keep him topped up.
I mean, I'd like to rewatch the fight, but I do think that TL could have had a chance to disengage and wait for the Yumi. They got them off the Baron. They killed...
Crazy yet.
97? Yeah, I mean, it's only going to get harder for TL.
Close eating a lot of damage there. Nice little Everfrost pop there by Bjerg.
Pretty good chunk, but they got 2 healers, so...
Okay.
Don't do too much.
I will say, better job of itemization heal cut for both teams. In that game on with the 4,000 gold comeback from the end of the regular season, there was not a prioritization on that against Senna Seraphine. This time they do it. Wukong also has a ton of base healing with his runes.
And I mean, 100 Thieves is just so strong. They're just going to stay here and pressure and get this turret, and they can just get the dragon on the exit.
This is a little risky because his ulti just whipped, and here comes Yumi in the front line. Santorin again with the gold trigger. He's just going up. Aatrox will not be killed. Closer in the back line decimates TL, and 100 Thieves feeling good, rushing towards the enemy nexus.
It's game. It's a 5-for-0 ace with a mid push already going. Baron buff still on for 6 more seconds. It thinks they should be able to do this 20 seconds before anyone on Team Liquid's up.
Pop at the top of the Bud Light as they run through the enemy base. 100 Thieves gonna be able to end it here. It's 10 seconds. It might be close, but 100 Thieves feeling confident as they're gonna go up 2-0 versus Team Liquid.
100 Thieves team fighting, man. Like, look at it. This is it, man.
Such a clean fight for Team 100 Thieves there at the end. We were saying, oh, this is not a Baron to end the game. It's about dragons and whatnot.
As Revenge was mentioning, there's that Aatrox
Audible
again.
groan in the audience for that one.
Run it back. And instead of the Olaf this time, using for laning phase. So if Whippo was hoping to push his advantage more in that matchup where the CS has gone even early, he just lost a lot of power there. The harassment 2020 Golden Guardian squad moving to 100 Thieves and winning that LCS title. They are so good together.
That is a sick little angle. Bjergsen is going to get the ulti out. Resurrect is here. Can they follow up? Might be a bit tricky. Bjergsen going to get out of there, but I do love...
He gives score 6. Score can engage now.
Nice work there. Poppy ulti charging up. He's going to get up, but the spell shield doesn't matter because the ulti actually whiffs. Closes in trouble. Stolen Herald for Santorin. Team Liquid though need to live. His first blood goes to Hansama, but the rest of the kills may be flowing towards 100 Thieves. They get one back as Blippo falls, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anything else left. Call JJ low, but 100 Thieves going to just defend the eye and kick them out.
Yeah, playing defense there. Might want a little bit more. Don't land any of the setup.
Back into the bomb. Abadaga picked it up off the ground, and Bjergsen Zillian claimed
Other than that, this team has only lost that game. So they have been on an incredible tear like they always seem to do in the back half of the split.
And you can see...
Which is absolutely elite, but they understand like when they should just give something up. Not a lot of teams are like, oh yeah, we don't need that, and they do need Whippo. So tidal wave's in, bubble is good, and that's one for Abadaga.
We'll catch up to that gold a little bit.
Absolutely the case. Hansama on the Zeri, we've had such a focus on that champion in the recent weeks with how much the meta seems to revolve around Zeri and Sivir and whatnot. And to see the Zeri not only not controlling... And with that, we'll have to roam up to the top side if they do want to contest the Rift Turtle when it spawns.
Really
Talked about Jack, very important objective here. 100 Thieves already kicking it off. There's
Oh, no.
off from Lava, right into the bombs, the waiting odds of Team Liquid. And Berkty gonna make it a 4v5 with the tidal wave is Deez. Closer trying to kick him out, doesn't get it, but can they get a kill? It's call it slow. Someday goes down, but FBI gets put into the Vitamix and goes down to Blippo. And now Closer running for his life, but is not gonna live. Hansama flashes in to secure the
Right
kill.
away to just put some pressure on them.
And I really like this from Bjergsen because he can still zoom back to the fight. He escorts the Herald. The Dragon takes so long to kill now that it has 12,000 health. He's back for the fight.
Yep, here we go. 100 Thieves is going to try and get the objective. First things first. Santorin moving in, but he's not going to get into the Drake. He's going to be zoned off there. So Drake going 100 Thieves does indeed go down to Closer. But what else happens here is they are going to back away. No fight wanted here for 100 Thieves.
Team Liquid have the inside track though. Herald's still alive. They can potentially get a second turret after forcing 100 Thieves to take the long way around out of the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, they should be able to get that huge amount of map pressure. 2 mid turrets, 4-0. Team Liquid really trying to keep this series alive. Held them with Lucian, Nami, and Ari power. They're not in that state, so Team Liquid can pull the punches.
All right, here we go. Fight around the ramp up. A Team Liquid feeling good. Whipper in somewhere else getting the turret down, but that's a kill for Hansama. FBI with the calling. Oh, Santorin knocked around, but the flash is good to get himself to safety. The bombs are scattered through the team. Who he's going to be forced to flash as well. And now it's a 4v5 because Closer's not here for this next
Top
Drake.
lane, that was definitely not a timer for 100 Thieves to fight on there. Back for this Drake, though. It takes a very long time to kill it, and 100 Thieves, they want to fight.
I appreciate the panache for 100 Thieves, just unrelenting in this pressure. Closer gonna get a big knock of Hard Summer though, has been popped by the Zillion
wow.
ulti. Someday pops the watch from Whippo. Huge 3-man fear. Puts them in the Vitamix, but Someday does get 2 on the back line as well. FBI wants to flash away, but Someday is carrying the team in this fight. Violti's still there, and it's an explosion. But Team Liquid come out ahead.
What an explosive fight that was! Top laners just exploding people back and forth, and Team Liquid come out ahead.
Get the ace, get the dragon. It was dicey for a second there. I thought 100 Thieves made the right play, kiting out the Zillion ultimate on Hansama, but the bombs by Bjergsen in the late game combined with Whippo just carried them. That double bomb by Bjergsen was just
that's what
huge.
did
They
it.
just should stop fighting. Who either caught out and killed Whippo. Gonna eat him alive, and now the Baron's on the table for Team Liquid.
This is going to be hard for 100 Thieves
Wow,
to
that-
stop. No summoner spells on anyone, and we have Sivaralt and Vialt ready if Team Liquid wants to peel.
Of course, Zilla up as well. Here we go. FBI gonna be opened up by Santor, but he's just gonna be killed. That's Divine Sunder as Bjergsen throws himself into the enemy team. With the choke point is filthy for all these Zillion bombs, and Santorin just keeps on trucking. Closer gonna be killed as well. Team Liquid are feeling it.
Looked like it might have been a bit of an over.
Massive control of this game. Bjergsen even able to peel off the Baron to defend that mid turret. They just keep pushing. His playoff win rate on Zillion versus regular season, because when they need it most is what he saves it for.
Absolutely. We were talking about how it just felt like what Hansama was doing. Hansama realized, oh, I'm about to get charmed, and has to respect flash away as well. Does relieve a little bit of pressure, but now there's no alt flash on Abba.
And here we go, the dive for Santorin just clicks onto FBI, and he just explodes. Whippo again, blending up 100 Thieves.
Bjergsen also heals off the turret at the end of that fight. Really good synergy there. Urgot by Wombo combo. This may be it, even though the Baron buff is down. They have 2 people killed, and they might look to end.
Yeah, only Abadaga feels like he might be able to defend this one. Someday might try and step forward. Hard to wave clear here.
All right, we'll see. Someday again. The hope here for 100 T has been massive all
Double bomb.
series. Can he save it here? The bomber's going to stun him up, but Someday's still fighting. Very tanky Abadaga onto Whippo. One more auto needed. Does get it with the Foxfire. The res happens there for
You
Someday.
get a steal. There's a way back into this game. It's a tall order, but this is the first step.
Yeah, it's like it's unrecoverable from mid-series. So, again, TL trying to go for Baron here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, call the target. Closer wants to find a different angle. Bjergsen is the one he finds. Call JJ low. Dies to armor. Bjergsen holds the ulti. And now it's a 5v4. But again, they've got the Zillion in the back pocket. Han's in trouble. Does not get clipped by the charm, though, as Someday goes on in. The double bombs are there, but there's Closer. By the back line. He's knocked up Hans Summer. Urgot has got to kill FBI's absolute the res. And Bjergsen's ulti still finds Hans, but can they find it? The damage still good. Abadaga desperately diving into the team, but Hans stays alive, and that is gonna be game.
They just did not have enough damage to finish off Han Sama. They threw everything at him, just not quite able to land the charms. The revive coming in. Closer had a really good flank, as we see barely who he able to get out of there. They almost had it. Now FBI's in trouble.
Yeah, FBI's just dead. Bwippo scoops him up, and the Team Liquid fans in the audience gonna have something else to cheer about here. Bjergsen zooming on in, saving the day on the pocket pick Zillion. Team Liquid gonna give us at least one more game.
Big bounce back from Team Liquid. They reach deep into their back pocket, pull out the Zillion, and boy, did it work. Glow on a Zeri who's just jumped on the outside of the fight. It can go in with that set. The Bwippo has hard carried again with so far this split. But to me, the 1-2-3 of
kind of the curveball that caught Jat and I in the draft as well that doesn't seem to match the rest of the kind of meatball identity that this team has. As we see a gank coming out.
Front door gank here for Closer. Big damage on the Bjergsen. He's low and he's dead!
He did get the W though, so max out.
Very good for them.
Yeah.
Able to stay beefy and get the most out of resist.
What a difference buff prio makes. Seen in so many of these games, in fact all of them so far. 100 Thieves with the pushing bottom lane or pushing lanes in general, able to get that dragon. This time able to reinforce. There he is here. Someday no TP. Bwippo already walking down here. It's a steal angle or nothing, but instead it's the play on the core JJ. Closer with a wild ulti out of Ayaz. FBI crashes the lightning, but Bjergsen's in there and the meatballs will not be felled. It's Hans with the kill and Team Liquid with the dragon.
Questionable engage there by Closer, especially with Bwippo. Looked up very well here.
Feels weird in these chokes with Seraphine ulti, but they're going to try and make it happen. There's the ulti on the Closer, but now they move on in. The blast cone actually to go back through. Herald's a little bit loose, but there's Bwippo with the set ulti. FBI still trying to open up. As Abadaga down the flank, Kasomne set them up. A double kill there for the Ari, and FBI just wants a little bit more gold, but Bjergsen has found the claw. FBI trying to live, but Bwippo's going to put an end to that. But still the back of the fight, a triple there for Abba. And Bjergsen is just so tanky. Is he tanky enough? Bwippo as well. Still the meatball. Bjergsen flashes out of there. Just mistimed on the stasis.
Right in the middle of them, and we're right back to this dragon. We got another fight.
Yeah, to your point, Jared. Very critical one here. Thieves going to try and take it. Someday already in the front line. FBI firing away, but Bwippo frontlining. Here's Someday with the ulti. Let's get turned out. Only hits Bwippo. Big Seraphine ulti. Hook out of core JJ. But can they make it happen? Someday opens up onto 100 Thieves. And they're going to get the dragon as well. Team Liquid starting to feel it again.
This really feels like Game 5. I know it's way too early. We're 17 minutes in, but we've seen a reverse sweep.
Through Nautilus, Swain, set. It's never going to work for you. And in that case, like you said, Jet, the Nocturne ultimate making it so that 100 Thieves did not really have a clean idea of how they're supposed to engage.
And thinking about these team comps, I do think that TL has a, I want to call it like a mid-game comp, right?
Yeah.
Swain, Seraphine, when they're both sitting on 1 or 2 mythics, when their bruisers sitting on 1 or 2 mythics, they're at their most powerful. If Zeri can get a lot of items, that's when 100 Thieves turns on. But look, doesn't even have 2 items. I feel like FBI needs at least 3, maybe 4 to be able to take over this game. But that timer up on the left is the Hextech Soul. So you do not have enough time to get those items.
Also, side note, we kicked... Oh, hold on.
Play in the bottom side. It's Bwippo in the side lane. We've seen this one before with the TP's down on the ulti as well. Here comes Centaur, charging on in. Counterplay is there. Bjergsen's arrived. And 100 Thieves must turn tailing around the Wild Growth. Popped on the Closer. But do Team Liquid have the chase? They do with Core. Closer's got nowhere left to run. Cornered by the rest of Team Liquid. FBI is here, but he cannot save his jungler. Closer will die. Is either a genius or a madman, or perhaps both. Trying to defend this tower, cleanses away. FBI is just still going. Closer here. 100 Thieves, do you really want to pick another fight? Closer! He goes on in, but Abadaga's going to try and make the big play happen. But again, the Swain ulti sticking TL are unkillable, and Bwippo is arriving. Here's ulti out of Someday. What an ulti out of Bwippo! Cuts off the re-engage, but Bwippo's getting a little bit low. Pops the W, there's the shielding, but FBI still live. But Core JJ puts an end to it, but FBI, shield bow popped, is going to die. And Team Liquid, they just can't be stopped. Some of the target. Big knock up there from Someday. And 100 Thieves, they're turning it around. But Someday's dead. It's just a brawl. An absolute bit of carnage in the river. And we'll call it even, but Abadaga just gonna go down. Core JJ barely gonna live. The flash used. RF fire closes back in. Gonna need an oxygen tank in just a second, but Blippo comes out on top for Team Liquid.
These fights are crazy! Blippo with the last second haymaker finishing that kill off. Oh.
100 Thieves feel like they must contest this. They've lost several fights in a row, though.
Yeah, you don't want to fight, but you have to, and now he'll be forced to by KazaLoLLCShighlights. Someday, gonna die before he can even pop the ulti. Gets himself out of there, but the darkness is enough. Bjergsen on a killing spree, closer. He's gonna get melted by Blippo's ulti. And now you cannot.
But there just felt like no way that they could win that fight brute force with their current items.
Are they even going to get this? They should get the tower, but can they get out safely? Now need to run away. Bjergsen's here. FBI eating so much damage. Again, if the Zeri have more items, it might be okay. That's a good little flip there over the wall from the Nautilus ulti. They're going to try and disengage. That TP is very ambitious. Ornn's in the middle of the fight, but in the front side, it's Abadoge with some trouble. FBI, they're still cutting it out. Ornn ulti's there, but he can't get it done. Abadoge pulled back and killed. FBI running as hard as he can. Back towards Hui, but that zone is very nice out of Bjergsen. And FBI will finally be killed.
That is a death ball. That closer barely breaks through, but he's gonna fall as well. There's just no way out.
Oh, the flash misses, the Q misses as well. A comedy of errors, a tragedy for 100 Thieves.
Baron on the back end of that fight, after they finish this one off, going to be up close to 5,000 gold in the lead.
What a series.
Through that team fight, Bjergsen is 1 kill away.
Oh, FBI, you just got hooked on the beginning. Oh, FBI, what are you doing? In the front line, you're not going to get away, but Santorin can maybe chase you. There he goes. The blast goes not enough, and FBI is going to get shredded. Santorin's not going to make it happen. Blippo alley-oops into the enemy team, and Team Liquid so close to putting us to game 5 as Bjergsen nabs that very elusive kill. Make it a second for the man.
Graphic is 2,275. Now he's just killed Ari. A milestone has passed. He surpasses Wild Turtle in the midst of sending Team Liquid to a 5th and final game.
Insane team fight again there, finding FBI, who almost tried to kite it out.
How many of the last 3 fights that we've seen would be different if, to Jat's point earlier, FBI had said 3 to 5 items? Zeri would absolutely...
Checking out of position, but the rest of Team Liquid was there the entire time. Now Abadoge.
Yeah, got the assist from the Bjergsen W. Closer here as well. There's the ulti Nocturne. Maybe one of the squishier champions, but not all that squishy as Closer just walks into the enemy. Back we go for Santorin, but here comes the rest of the squad. FBI again trying to make it happen, but I don't think they can do it. Closer's just going to die. The wild growth, a desperate one as FBI gets clipped again, this time by Bjergsen.
A nice attempt there. They're chasing them down the whole way through. Abadoge. Closer shows up first. They think it's a 2v1, but Santorin is deceptively tanky with the Stride Breaker GA up already. Able to stay alive there until the rest of Team Liquid could collapse. They get that kill. Now they're going to keep pushing. They already are trying to get their first inhibitor of the game.
A nightmare game for Closer. That's his 9th death in the 27-minute game. Team Liquid gets that mid-turret down with Swain. And now they go for more.
Blippo just goes for it here. Baron wears up, but it's not going to matter. They're just eating 100 Thieves alive. KazaLoLLCShighlights low, but not dead yet. Will die to summoner, but I don't think it matters. Bjergsen popping the ulti, going demon mode on the rest of 100 Thieves. Santorin again, the death ball just keeps on marching inevitably towards our game number 5. Team Liquid going godlike across the board. They'll rack up yet another kill for Blippo, and we have arrived.
Another Game 5 in the 100 Thieves Team Liquid rivalry. Liquid bounce back, and they're 1 game away from the reverse sweep and worlds.
Trying to get revenge for Spring Split, where it was 100 Thieves that put them in the losers bracket with a reverse sweep. Team Liquid are poised to do the same now, heading into Game 5.
When people reach back for those champions of comfort, a new matchup with the Renekton into Aatrox in the last game as well. All of the healing and the 3 melee
and slowly over time, online, a fair amount of fans start to turn against that.
Yeah.
To the point where you can see in post-game threads, as here we go.
Behind in trouble, flashes there, but he can't cleanse out. First blood for Handsummer.
as well.
And we know where somebody is. Going through mid lane, making sure he can support the team if he's needed, but he's not going to. There's Hui now going to get engaged on ulti out of MF. Big damage. Hui goes down. But Santorin's here as well. Abadoge is still fighting, but he gets low as Closer. Manages to get one, but Bjergsen sweeps on in to get one back as well. FBI now running away alongside Closer. Pops the shroud and should be fine, but FBI may be caught up now. Doesn't have flash, does have cleanse. but will
through any of the front line despite how many there were, so did not get the extension to lock somebody up. Allows Team Liquid to kite that one out. Still a 4v4. Silas actually dropped down.
No flash.
Not a good spot to be in. It's a critical route to get, but he doesn't have flash. He's gonna be dead. Santorin claims him. As well, of course,
he's not too far.
Worth quite a lot there. Huhi, as you mentioned, a little too far forward. Aba with the stolen Leona ulti core. Not gonna have it. But 100 Thieves are trying to keep them away. They want to burn down this dragon. But can they do it? Closure in the front side. Santorin's gonna get a look. Caught it. Actually wants to go on the jungler. Dragon is loose. Does go to Closure, but the fight may go the way of Team Liquid. It's Someday in the front line doing a very nice job. But I don't think there's anything left in the fight. FBI trying to chase them down. Santorin onto the back line, onto Someday. Here we go. Abadage thought to flash away, and Bwipo now in the front side is Closer. It's gone absolutely wild in the back of the fight. And he almost killed Corey. Flashes out to safety. Are you kidding me?
Core JJ, stopwatch.
Senna death ball comp. Azir, obviously no joke in his own right. Viego scales extremely well as well. It means that we're going to get a lot of these dragon fights with 100 Thieves already having 2 of them.
Abadage might be getting dove here. That's a lot of people.
1v4, 1 TP. Someday has it, but
Seraphine has it.
You can't wait around. If you're going to dive, you got to go.
Abadage's like, wait, I saw 1. That's not a good sign. I must leave. Where do I go? Oh no, the enemy team! I found them. TP's coming in. Abadage's trying to leave. He's got the Azir ulti, and he's gonna get CC'd up for just long enough. But Huhi, now with the charm on the core, only finds 1. Someday here as well. Team Liquid might just redive.
Yeah, 100 Thieves very late on that move, and the saving teleport being from a Seraphine. Not much of a savior.
100 Thieves just trying to zone him out. Don't let him in, but I don't think Team Liquid are gonna do anything other than barge straight through the front. Someday on a little bit of a flank. The dragon is low. Are we going to try and go for a smite steal? What's the play for Team Liquid? Dragon's there. It's loose. It's getting it low, but there's the shield on the Closer. Going to go into stasis. Huhi almost died out of the ulti from MF, but Santorin's low as well. That should be Dragon. Closer trying to make a big play. Finds Hans Sama. Abadage is going to get him. And 100 Thieves. They get what they want, but can they get out safely? FBI cleanse flash away. Abadage going absolutely off. Santorin dead. And Someday now behind his teammates. Bwipo, you cannot fight this.
He hasn't had an amazing game yet. That was a huge kick, and he's trying to bounce back from that 10.
Team Liquid has it in mind, and that puts pressure on 100 Thieves to respect it.
You always want to respect the attempt, but it does chub. Menacingly.
Look at Someday is hiding in the pit, by the way. He's going to get spotted by the Comet. Does get out, but now Abadage maybe looking, gets the soul pit, probably was running out. Doesn't have a chance to hijack again for a little bit. But Someday again is just pincering them off, but can Team Liquid rush the other 4? Core JJ eats a straight W out of center.
100 Thieves have got control of the dragon now, though.
Oh, Closer's done it again! Hansama kicked into the back of the team! Abadage on a killing spree as 100 Thieves. Closer again has found the angle.
How does he do it? Every single time, Closer Lee Sin comes up clutch. Abadage gets the quadra kill. They haven't even secured the soul. They ping down mid. They're trying to end right now.
20 seconds for most of the members of Team Liquid. A little ambitious. I think they realize they got ahead of themselves there, going for the end. Right now, Closer peeling back, grabbing that soul point. Like you said, the rest of the team actually heading over the Baron. They're trying to get both neutral objectives off.
He goes the Q on the core, waits it out till the end. Flash kick. Dead. Hansama can't even set up.
Flash the wall, but Hansama not as quick of a response and pull the trigger and try and insta-kill someone.
Baron going down fast. The one thing Ocean Soul doesn't give you, though, is burst resilience. If Team Liquid can land a perfectly on ult and MF ultimate, it's still turnable. And I don't know if they're going to flip this. Team Liquid looks like they might be out of wards, though, so they can't tell.
100 Thieves are waiting. They're actually leaving it there. They think that Joe's going to come in. Then another Hansama steals the Baron! But there's the ulti out of Seraphine. 100 Thieves still going. They get the kill. Here's Someday with the flank. And the ulti out of his ear is not enough. Someday rising to the occasion. And 100 Thieves say, have the Baron. We want the Nexus.
It's going to be close, actually. 40 seconds left. They're trying to clean up. They did not get the Baron. So these minions are clearable, possibly. I'm trying to figure out if Viego and Renekton can stop it. Here comes the wave.
5 members alive for 100 Thieves. They chunked Closer out, forced him away. Did not get the smite for the Baron, it looked like. But at the same time, that meant there was no teamfight ultimates left. And now, 10 seconds on Hans. Core JJ coming up now. It's going to be a 3v5.
Hans up in 7. These minions don't last long.
It's dangerous for 100 Thieves. They can see it. They want to try and take it. Somebody on the Bwipo. GA popped. Tower 1 is dead. 100 Thieves, I think they know they have to exit, but can they get out safely? Hans Samazera is gone into stasis. Dog is legendary. He's diving on in. And 100 Thieves, they found the way. The next name etched in stone in the greatest modern rivalry of the LCS is going to be our championship contending, our world qualifying 100 Thieves!